Good day. Good day, everybody. Welcome to another broadcast. Nicole will be joining me soon, and we're going to have a great time where we'll get a chance to hear from you guys. If you want to call in, perhaps I'll put a phone number up where you can call in regarding any questions that you have pertaining to herbs or general health stuff and things that are going to move you as an individual forward. We can talk about the news. We can talk about what's going on in DC. We could talk, there are some channels I've seen. They are so dedicated to talking about how everything is going to pot. I mean, like literally, that's all they talk about. It's all coming down. It's too late now. It's falling. Oh, the great system is falling now, and it's too late. The end of it all, and that's it. And then when you ask them, okay, what's your escape route? They ain't got one for you. So what's the point? So we might as well invest in things that's going to make our personal lives better, right? So that's the things we like to talk about on this platform, just kind of getting our personal house and our space in order, That's what we're going to be talking about. It's just some general stuff. It's going to be an opportunity for us tonight. We're going to be guest starring our health AI tool that we developed just for you. And we're going to be featuring that this evening. So you'll be able to see us. Whatever question you have, we're going to put it right in and we're going to look at what it says and then we can expound on it or whatever. And and like I said, let me get this out of the way. We are not professional health people. In other words, we're not licensed or anything like that. Any of the information that's provided to you is just that, is information for you to take, for you to consider, for you to do your own additional research, and then, take it, of course, to a licensed medical professional, and then you can make your decision from there, okay? So I just want to make that very, very, very clear. I know I was missing something here. Hold on, let me turn this on. There we go. Well, guess what? We are on, we're on several platforms today. We are on, of course, we're on Samba Journeys. We are on Samba Tree. I'm talking just YouTube now. I think we're also on our Samba Tree Instagram. And I think we're also on Samba Tree Facebook. I haven't checked it. It's supposed to be broadcasting on all of these things here. So, yeah, I just said, you know what? Let's just go all out and let's see what this thing does, if it's doing anything. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't see nothing going on here. Let's see. I don't see it. But if it ain't, that's all right. I'll get it on there or whatever. I'll figure it out. I don't know why that thing ain't on there. Anyway, but yeah, that's what they say it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on that. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be broadcasting on all these platforms, supposedly. We'll see what happens. But like I said, it's no big deal if it's not. But I do know we're on both of our YouTube channels, and I think we're on Facebook too. So anyway, those are all the places that you can follow us here. And if you haven't checked it out by now, make sure you check out our website, sambatree.com. And it has all, we try to put as many, our store is simply about addressing the health and wellness needs of people. And that is a big thing. That's always going to be a big thing because, our health and wellness it's without that, man, we don't have anything, right? So, yeah, so check it out. I was just highlighting this week. This was health and wellness from the sea, bladderwrack. If you never heard of bladderwrack, it comes from the sea. It's a seaweed, right? And it, but there's a lot of nutrients in it, a lot of minerals in it. We was able to come up with a bladderwrack savory seasoned blend. Now, listen, I like seasoning for those of you who want to be healthy, but you just want, a lot of times, I know for me, for years, people who would tell me, hey, if you're going to eat healthy, you got to eat this. I'm like, okay, cool. Then when they show me this, it's not seasoned. See, I grew up with seasoning. You know what I mean? I got to have me some seasoning. And so, but man, we came across this, we developed this, and wow, you definitely want to have this on your table for real. Bladderwrack, savory seasoning. It's good for chicken. It's good for fish, even for putting on your salads. It's great for that. We also got the bladderwrack powder. Like I said, you can put that in your smoothies. You can put that in a lot of things, the bladderwrack seasoning. That's good. You want to make sure you have that. And of course, we have our sea moss, bladderwrack, and burdock root capsules. Those have been, from what I understand, those have been going quite well. And you want to definitely make sure, if you're like someone who, it takes, you may not be a powder person, meaning that you're like, okay, a lot of times I'm just in a hurry. Okay, if it's good for me, okay, fine, I'll just take it. But can you put it in a capsule? Well, we did that. We put burdock root, bladderwrack, and sea moss. So you getting all the sea. All right, you may take that thing and turn it into Black Aquaman. Okay. Whatever color you are, so anyway, so check it out. Also this week, we released our book. This is a compilation book, meaning that, yeah, we used AI. All right. But we told AI all the things we want in it. All right. And so this is a book that we put together. It's called Exploring the Wonders of Moringa. And you definitely want to get this. It's only $3.99. It's a PDF. You download it. You can have it now, right now. And in the book, we cover as many of the aspects of what you call of moringa, from the leaves to the branches, from the leaves to the bark to the root. We cover all aspects of it because, a lot of times we do get customers who will buy things, but they really don't know what it is. They don't. They just hear someone like myself or other people saying, oh, you need to get this, it's health. What we did was I wanted to put together this book in such a way that it's very easy to read. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up for you. Okay, so you can get an idea of just how easy it is. It will be easy for you just to check this out. Okay. Yeah, hold on for just a second here. It's going to be right up here. Let me see, pull that document up, and let's see, it's coming. Let's see. Why this thing gonna crawl? All right, there you go. There we go. Let's see, where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. Okay, no, the advertisement stuff. Okay, all right. Let's go here. Let me just show you, just give you an idea of what it looks like here. There you go. All right, so here you go. So Samba Tree Publishing. Okay, so here we go. The origins and traditional uses of moringa. It goes through, I wanted to take you through, why is this plant so special? Where does it grow? The different areas where it grows and all of that. And just so you can get familiar with it, right? It's going to be part of your life, so you might as well get familiar and introduce yourselves. Okay, so this is moringa's opportunity that it's taking to introduce itself to you. Traditional uses, so it's giving you a little bit of history, and I'm big on history and all of that. The health benefits of moringa, breaking it down by plant parts. We go from the seeds, the bark, the root, and we talk about the traditional medicinal uses. What part of the body benefits the most from each part of the tree? I mean, so now so if you are focused on a particular part of your body, you'll know what to take. And so we just show you, we talk about that as well. Chapter 3 is moringa as a natural remedy. Let's see, practical uses for that. And then there you go. You see how it's written though? I'm trying to, let me see if I can make it bigger. It's a very quick read. And yeah, that's basically what it looks like there. Hold on for just a second. My light's acting up here. Hold on. Great. How is this thing not charged? Okay. Never mind. We'll be good with it. We're good. Okay, so but yeah, that's what it looks like, and so yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. So that book is now available. Let me switch back screens here. So yeah, so that book is now available. I am currently working on. I told y'all the children's one is going to take a minute, and that's the one I'm working on right now. Let's see. Let me pull that up here. Where am I? Here I go. Did I put that up on here? Oh, good. I didn't. Okay, good. Well, there's a children's one I'm working on right now. Okay, because I realized as I was like putting this together, I said, we really need to put, as adults, we really need to do a much better job in encouraging our children, exposing our children to herbs. We need to do a much better job in that. And then I oftentimes, as I was talking before, I think about Popeye, and I said that was a whole marketing campaign for the spinach wing. Yeah. and literally, even though that cartoon was developed way back when, in our generation, it was the reruns. But when I saw that cartoon and I saw what that spinach did every time he ate it, I was like, Mom, I want some spinach. Until I ate it. And anyway, I had it at what was it? I think it was school or something like that. Again, you got to season it. And when I say season, listen, I'm not saying everything's got to be loaded down with salt. I ain't talking about that. I'm saying put a little flavor in it, right? Don't just give me wet leaves, okay? Because that ain't gonna do it for me. All right, don't give me wet leaves. Give me, we'll put some little onions in it and put some pepper in it. Some red pepper in there, and you know what I'm saying. You got to put some things in there. Yeah. And but yeah, so that whole cartoon thing was a marketing campaign to get children to eat spinach. Well, we should be doing something similar to that, And so what I'm working on right now, I would show you some of it, but I ain't showing y'all nothing. Okay. I'm working on a comic book, and I'm about a quarter way through it right now as far as putting it together. But this will be a comic book that's going to show children a fun way of teaching them the importance of moringa. And my goal is that every so often I'll roll out another comic book that will cover another herb or something like that, and really to get them engaged. Now, what would be something? I tell you, I just
let it flow.
I wish I had. I don't wish I had another me, but I need some more folk. Yeah. I wish I had a cartoon section because of people, because I can see doing something like almost like what you call it, voice acting, where you get some children. That would be so much fun. And it's the adventures of Kenny and Kayla. That's the name of the characters in this comic book of Moringa. Yeah. The adventures of Kenny and Kayla, and then you hear you hear all the sounds and all that stuff. The thing is that the tools are there for me to do it. I can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? I can only do but so much. Yeah. But these are the things that, as the tools are made available, I'm investing in it. Yeah. I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay. I'm not, people who invest, when you shop at, let's say, Samba Tree, or, you contribute here or whatever, really, those things are great and we appreciate it. But for me, I'm not trying to be, we've had enough examples out there where we point out the problem, right? But the person that's bringing the solution or proposing the solution is like, okay, here's my PayPal, or here's my whatever it is. What's the other money thing?
Patreon or something?
Patreon, or, whatever it is. I'm just going to say it. Umar Johnson. Okay, Umar Johnson, for example. I ain't trying to be like that. See, for me, it's like, okay, we need a school. All right, listen, I'm not waiting. What are all the things I can do to build most of it? You know what I'm saying? And so there are plenty tools right now that if we wanted, there's a brother, I don't know if he's on here right now. There's a brother right now. He's building a virtual school.
Yeah, it's great.
He's building it right now.
Right, yeah.
He ain't on YouTube and on these different apps and stuff asking for money, Cash App me and all that. He is doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's kind of how I am. I'm not waiting. Yeah. I don't want to wait for that. You gotta, is there a problem? Okay. All right. What's the solution?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me build it. Let me present it. I'm going to do as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And for those that want to come along and say, hey, listen, let me help, brother. Hey, good. I'm grateful for that. But I want to make sure I do my part. And that's kind of how I always think when it comes to these things. And so that's what we're doing with these comics. We're be putting more books out on that. And these books are short. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to. Because we know what it is, you know, what time it is in these days. People don't do too much reading these days, but we want to make it fun, engaging, and people can kind of jump on it and, you know, learn something and make and build yourself up. A big shout out to, of course, to everybody in the chat.
Who's in the
and
chat?
Let's see, who do we got? You want to read them?
Chat.
Give them a big shout out.
Wanea, always first in the chat. Wanea.
Nicole
Hey,
didn't
sis.
see the thumbnail. So she said the thumbnail's looking a little bit better, beginning to look a little bit more like you got.
I saw a glimpse of it, but I was trying to get in here. Brother Willie, how you doing, Brother Willie? Drums of praise. Did they get that mango to you, bro? Did they get that mango to you? Black Lirin, what's good? What's good, bro? Yolette Milford, Melody Thomas, Sabrina Cooper. Hey, Bree. Kim the Psalmist. See, when people say they're a psalmist, when I tell you, I just want to hear them sing. See, I wish I could just, Kim, you could just put on your mic and you could just sing a little something. Our people have such beautiful voices. Kim the Psalmist, I am so happy with the products I've received this week. Oh, I thank y'all so much for your business. I can feel a difference in my body already, one day at a time. One day at a time, sis. One day at a time. But we are absolutely in agreement with you for your complete healing and complete restoration. Yes. I know you're working on some things over there. That was that big, huge box, the big, heavy one that you
shipped I remember
out.
that.
Yeah. We're definitely believing with you. Calculated crescendo. Yes, I will. I will send you that for your daughter. Yes, I will. What you were asking for. Yes. And then yeah. Oh, yes, they did. Good. Good to hear it, y'all. Hey, family. We didn't know who would be on because it's Friday night. Mm-hmm. You know, y'all might be, I don't know, getting your entertainment on, doing something. I don't know.
And then with the time change, that's really been an adjustment for me because I was like, I got to get on now if I'm going to go live.
Right.
Because I know for some of y'all, the demographic we have.
Yeah.
You know, once it hits a certain time.
Hour, it's a wrap.
And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. You know, some of y'all, you get in your favorite chair. You got your favorite chair. You know, we get, you know, those of us of a certain age, you know, you got a chair, you got a routine, right? And you hit a certain point of that night, it's a whole wrap. Okay.
It's a wrap. Once it
it's
gets,
a whole wrap. And I understand it. And it's okay.
Yeah, 7:00 though, or 7:30 on the East Coast. We're in Arizona. And right now, that's 4:30 for us.
Yeah.
So if we're trying to get you guys, you know, early in the evening, it's right in the middle of our day. So yeah.
So that's
we'll work it out.
So that's what
we can.
That's what we working. So y'all help us, we help you. That's what we'll do that. Okay.
There you go.
All right, so again, we appreciate everybody being on, and like I said, I try to broadcast this on many platforms as possible, or whatever. But we'll figure it out. But anyway, so tonight for this broadcast, this should be a fun, engaging one. At least I hope it will be. Mm-hmm. Tonight we're going to look at. We're going to use our app that we developed called Baba Herb Assistant. Herb Assistant. Yeah. All right, and so we're going to be taking your questions and showing you in real time just how easy it is to get those solutions, to get those basic answers. And that's really what it is here. Like I said before she got on, I'll say it again. We are not licensed medical professionals. Any information that we provide, you know, please take that as just information. No different than you searching on YouTube for answers or whatever. You take that information, then you figure out what you're going to do with it, you know, and then whatever moves you make, you know, you just run it by your licensed person, medical person, and keep it moving. Okay. So we got to say all of that. So ain't nobody coming in and doing anything else. We ain't, you know, I don't want Channel 6 coming up here talking about we performing operations and stuff like that. We ain't doing that. Okay. You ain't gonna catch us doing that. Let's see. This week, let me show y'all, because we're just kind of getting in here.
Yeah.
One of the things that I have been saying, you know, I said, man, there are platforms out here that do talk about, you know, geoengineering, talking about spraying. And, you know, but I'm talking about, when we talk about black media, when I say black media, like new black media, it's just really something to me that the topic rarely comes up, but it's so important. It's a very important topic on, you know, as far as these demons that are out here spraying stuff in our environment. And, you know, let's just get it straight here. When we grew up, if you're of a certain age, your sky didn't have all that chicken scratch all up there. Okay. That didn't happen. That is not normal. So if you're a younger person and you look up there, what are you talking about? I always see those lines. That is not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. And in fact, it is something that's very poisonous, and it is poisoning our air, it's poisoning our water, it is poisoning our food. And this is something that we should be making a lot of noise about. I was going to show y'all someone on Twitter there are people out here who are so serious. There are apps that you can get that actually track the movement of the planes. And people are tracking these planes down. They're saying enough is enough. And so that is what it's going to take for us to get serious about this. Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of our people, we've been programmed, unless if those pilots were KKK people, then we would be engaged in it. It's sad, but it's true. But other than that, we're just like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me just show you all this. Hopefully it comes up on the screen here. This is what our skies look like. Let me see. Let me do something here. I knew that was going to happen. That's all right. I got to save it I got to export it. Save it. Sorry.
In the meantime, hey, Mrs. Drums of Praise. Hey, Mrs. Drums of Praise. Mwah, 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 mwah. We love y'all. We love y'all.
There you go. I got to export it. Okay, there you go. All right, so.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Let me show you. Oh, y'all looking at that right? Oh, you see it on the screen. Y'all have it on the screen now? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Oh, yeah, y'all looking at that right now. Okay, well, there you go. It works.
Look at that.
So this is what our sky looked like this week. When I saw this, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the picture doesn't do it any justice.
Yeah,
it doesn't do any justice. I woke up and I saw this sky. I almost passed out. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" We haven't
seen it that clear in I don't know how long. But look at that beautiful sky. No stripes, no X's, no zigzags in the sky. Just blue and clouds.
And it was so beautiful. The last time I saw sky, and we're in Arizona.
Yeah.
We do get open skies like this quite, when they're not spraying, but to see this was just stunning to me. Yeah. Seriously. And I remember, I don't know if we got anybody here that lives in New Mexico, but when we were driving across country and we were in, okay, where am I now? Hold on. Oh, I see what's going on. Where am I? Okay, there you go. We were driving across country.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. What y'all trying to do to me here? All right, so that's me there. I think y'all see me there. I'm just trying to get this thing to. Why is this thing? Hold on. Anyway, let me just keep talking. Okay, so yeah, when we were driving across country, and I saw those that sky. We were in New Mexico. That's what it was, New Mexico. Oh my goodness, that sky was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, and oh, there you go. I muted it. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. Because right now, y'all looking at sky right now. Okay, so I'm trying to get back to where y'all see me. Hold on. Huh. All right, well, I guess I have to do that. All right, well, I'll just do that for now and move it. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, so y'all see me right now. You see us right now. Okay, so yeah, that sky was so beautiful. So, but yeah, this is something that you should be very engaged with. I cannot stress that enough when it comes to that. Another thing you should be very engaged with is the amount of fluoride. Is where you live.
Yeah.
Are they adding fluoride to your water supply? This is a very important topic. Because fluoride, we can spend a great deal of time just talking about that and the dangers of fluoride. This is very serious. We could talk about, a lot of our people were very engaged with Flint, Michigan, and they're doing all this other stuff, weren't we? We were very engaged with that. But when it comes to the fluoride that they're adding to our water, have been adding to our water, do you understand fluoride itself, it's a hazard. It is a hazard. They have to wear biosuits to handle it.
Yeah.
So if they got to wear biosuits to handle it, why are they adding it to your drinking water? And what is the impact it's having on your brain? Go ahead. Yeah.
They can go to their county website. Is it their county website, or unless you're on city water, and they should be able to find out there, correct?
Yes.
Whether you have fluoride or not. I assumed that fluoride was just in the water, period, through every municipality in the country. I did not know until he did a search for our particular county, and they don't put fluoride in the water here where we live. I did not know that. It was a welcome surprise to find that out, but we still have all of our drinking water that goes through the Berkey water filter, and then I bought water filters, shower filters for all 3 of the bathrooms in the house. And now what that does is that filters chlorine and a bunch of other stuff. If you guys are interested, I can show you which ones I bought. I just bought them on Amazon. So what that does is I'm hitting the fluoride, the fluoride isn't in the water, which is great. And then the water filter is filtering out the chloride and other contaminants and stuff. So it's really important because these things dumb us down.
Yes.
Fluoride dumbs you down, right? It dumbs you down. It calcifies your pineal gland, okay? And it causes fluoride. One of the things that it does, yes, it is a neurotoxin. Isaiah 40:31 said, what's a neurotoxin? A neurotoxin is something that is poisonous to the brain, okay? It's a toxin to the brain, okay? And that's what fluoride is. And one of the things that it does in terms of behavior is it makes you more compliant. It makes you more agreeable. It makes you more, it makes you more, the best way I can put it is it dumbs you down.
Yeah.
It dumbs you down. And that's the last thing that we need in this time that we're living in. So
exactly.
So check your county website, city website, and see if there's fluoride in your water.
And I would start with there and just see what they say. If they say it does, first of all, I would say for starters, you should not be drinking water out of your faucet, out of the tap. You shouldn't be doing that. No. And definitely have a supply of spring water to your house. All right. And when I mean spring water, I'm talking, either, I don't even like the bottle so much, but it is what it is. But, bottled spring water, you're going to just have to figure out your budget, on that. And usually it's very inexpensive, and what's the thing, the bottles, they have to be what?
Okay.
Once you talk about that.
Yeah. You're mentioning what he's referring to is making sure your bottles are BPA free. Honestly, I really don't even want to mention this, but you know how whether it's food companies or beauty products, they'll say this product has no fill in the blank, whatever the harmful toxin is. But instead, what they've done is they've replaced it with a lookalike toxin.
Yeah.
But it allows them to still say this is non-BPA. So, for example, everybody is not everybody, but a lot of people that are more health conscious, they want cleaner water. When they go to pick up their bottles at the store, they're making sure that their plastic bottle says BPA free, and then they feel safe. Like, okay, bet I'm good. This doesn't have any BPA in it, right? BPA, what is BPA? I think it's biphenyl. I don't remember exactly the whole long chemical, word for that, for BPA, but BPA is an endocrine disruptor. It's really, really bad on your hormones. BPA actually feminizes men and emasculates women. What I'm saying is basically it lowers the testosterone. It lowers the testosterone in men, increases the estrogen in men, and it increases the testosterone in women. And so they did some tests with BPA on, was it mice, I believe? Mm-hmm. And it basically, over time, I believe the male mice became sterile. BPA is a bad, you don't want BPA. But here's the thing. There's now BPS and BPF. So basically what they did is, okay, we can't use BPA. Fine, we'll put non-BPA on our plastic bottle or whatever, but we're still using the BPF and the BPS or whatever. So use glass. You know what I mean? Like, where you can, go to TJ Maxx, go to Home Goods, get a glass drinking bottle. You can buy it on Amazon. It'll probably be more expensive. Get a glass drinking bottle. Get your filtered water in your house, and just fill your water up before you go to work, before you go out, before you get in the car, and you're using a glass bottle with your water in it. It's the safest thing you can do, quite honestly. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So make sure you do that. And so that's another topic we can talk a whole lot about. Yeah. In terms of water and all of that. So these are just basic things that before you start talking about the big old whatever, our goal here on this platform is to really talk about what are the basic things that are going to give you maximum results in your life when it comes to health and wellness. Another topic that I have been personally researching, I was sharing a little bit with Nicole, and this is, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with this, was the importance of reading. And not just reading itself, but it's the connections between reading and listening and the impact it has on relationships. And so I have been really digging these last couple of days just on that topic. If you're looking at a person that has lower reading scores, in other words, when it comes to comprehending, making that connection or they just have a strong dislike of picking up books and reading it or magazines or whatever, there is a correlation between that and how they process someone that is talking to them when they're listening. It's a much difficult for them to engage in conversations because they haven't really developed the art of listening. And there is a hand-to-hand, let's say, correlation between it's part of your development. Like if you're going to develop into a fully functional human being, you have to have developed the skill set of reading and also listening. And they go hand in hand. You must have that. And so what I was looking at this week was just that, and looking at different studies on that. And I was playing around with a couple of AI things and running scenarios. I said, okay, if you got a group of, let's say, 500 people, and here 8th graders who have a low reading, they test very low when it comes to reading skills, versus 500 8th graders who are that test very well when it comes to reading. Let's hit the fast forward button and let's see where they end up in the next 30 years. And I said, and when we hit that fast forward button, what I'm concerned, what I want to know is where do they stand when it comes to their ability to formulate strong relationships? And what it came out is that, of course, those that have lower reading skills tend to have a lot of difficulty in formulating long-term relationships and meaningful relationships, versus those who do have strong reading skills. Now, there are different factors, of course, that must be considered. It's not just simply books, but that is a factor. Like, my interest was that particular thing, and that's it. Not discounting, a parent not being in the house or other things, but just that itself. Another thing which I went back and did, I wanted to know, okay, let's throw this into the mix. Okay, what if you have a group, this group of 500 students who have a lower reading skills? Let's say they don't read a whole lot of things, but the things that they do read are not romantic novels. And so I said, let's hit the fast forward button, and I want to see what would happen in their development as they become adults. Now, this was interesting. What it came up, it said, yeah, their listening skills will increase. In other words, it will get better. However, if most of what they're taking in from those romantic novels is that when they read, when it comes to formulating relationships, particularly when you're talking platonic or rather romantic relationships, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, because their teeth are getting cut on aspirations or a view of relationships and love that's formulated through these books. In other words, so they're going to always have a hard time formulating relationships with, if they're looking to, get married or date somebody or whatever. They're always going to have a very difficult time because again, their view of relationships have been formulated through these novels. And so again, it's not that you can't read novels like that. It's just that can't be the only thing. And the importance is the point is that when you're reading things, it's got to be a combination of a lot of sources, like different things. It can be novels, it can be technical journals, it can be magazines. On the flip, you got magazines as well. Magazines, they may be good, they're good to a certain point, but they're geared towards people who they just have short attention spans and just get to the point. And that's where social media, again, it's compounding on this as well. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when we look at our demographic, what they call the Black demographic, this reading thing really is playing a role in where we are and why we are where we are right now as a demographic. And so this is why we on this platform, we really want to push, just the importance of not just us reading as adults, but also reading to our children and getting our children to read, and not just handing them like when I go into the grocery store, I can't tell you how many times I've seen parents, they just hand their child they got these iPads now, but they're not iPads. It's like, it looks like an iPad, but it's designed for children. And the children, they just be on there or just on there. But you look at the adults doing it too. So, instead of when we were growing up, we may have been sitting in the grocery in the shopping cart, but the whole time we're looking at the whole environment. We're like, Mommy, what's that? Mommy, what's that? Okay, can I get this? Can we get that? We were being very observant and learning our environment, asking questions, interacting with our environment. And what is that doing? That's helping our brain to grow and to develop. So, yeah, if you're a parent like that and you're just always throwing, I know it's convenient, but interaction with the environment is very key for just development for our brains, not just for children, but also for adults as well.
Yeah.
You were saying something about, getting crayons. You saying like,
oh yeah. So yeah, because we had this conversation last night. He was talking about the reading and how it's so good for your brain, and which makes sense, right? And specifically, we were talking about the connection between reading and being able to pay attention to whatever this content is you're reading, and how that translates to being able to pay attention, to listen when you're having a dialogue with someone, right? If you're having a conversation with your friend, your relative, your spouse, your coworker, whatever, how if your brain hasn't been trained to be patient, right, and to read through these pages as you're working up to the plot, the conclusion, the whatever, the climax of the story, whatever it is you're reading. If your brain hasn't been trained to just, take in that information, I don't want to say slowly, but progressively, that translates when you're in a conversation with someone. You're you're listening to them, but you're kind of like, get to the point. Or while they're talking, you're already answering the question you think they're going to ask when they haven't even asked that, because your brain is just ready for the punchline.
Yes.
And like on social media, a lot of the videos that you see, the reels, the short ones, the YouTube reels, the Instagram or the Instagram reels, the YouTube shorts, whatever, TikTok, whatever. The videos that get the most views are the ones that have the jump cuts. What's a jump cut? It's, when somebody comes in and like, hey, have you heard of so and so and so and so and so? Hey, let's look at the da-da-da-da-da-da. Or have you da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Or today, why don't we da-da-da-da-da? And it's just like boom, 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 boom. And those videos get the most views because it's constant. Or it gets the longer viewing time because they're it's like rapid fire. Right. You know what I mean? For your attention span. But if you sat down and read a book, there's no jump cuts. You just flipping the page. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's a different stimulus, or whatever, for your brain. And so that's what we're talking about, reading. And then I mentioned drawing. Even some of you that say, okay, well, reading is, because I'm on the road a lot, I this, I that, or whatever. Pick up a coloring book and begin to color. It's a different part. It targets a different part in your brain, but these are things that are not, it's not a screen that you're looking at. It's not over extra sensory, information that's just being thrown at you. It's you and your creativity. Because even when you read a book, let's say you're just reading a book, it's just a fiction book or science fiction or whatever it is you're reading. You are reading the pages, but your brain is painting the picture. Right. Your brain is seeing these characters and seeing the scenery, and your brain is painting while your eyes are reading, right? And so these are things that help us stay alert, stay sharp, and and not be dumbed down. I mean, that's it, right? Yeah. And if you're not dumbed down, hopefully you're making better decisions. You know what I mean? Right. So, yeah. And
just working with your hands, that's something I've been really challenging myself weekly. And when I say working with my hands, I'm not talking about just on a keyboard, because I think we all do that, or on your cell phone, that's not, I don't think that really counts, but I'm talking about like actually building something with your hands, creating something. Cooking is one thing, but, maybe stretch it out a little bit, look into, like she was saying, start off maybe with a coloring book and you can do something like that. or get into, go to the art store, get some painting, some painting supplies, something very basic, very
Get some
simple.
Play-Doh.
Get some Play-Doh. That's another thing. We were fortunate enough to get across some, we went to this house that I wish we had time to share that story, but someone had, oh my goodness.
I really want to tell that story, but go ahead.
The grapefruit tree.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a beautiful tree.
Y'all, it was like, down.
It was just, anyway, I mean, it was something, but anyway, I got a whole lot of it for the house. Okay. I got it for the house.
Yeah.
And man, these folk they're like, we don't want it. I'm like, I'll take it. Right. And so anyway, long story short, got the grapefruit or whatever, I'm throwing out the rinds and all that. Cause I'm juicing them. But I was like, man, I know there's all kind of things I can do with these rinds. Now, that's kind of out of my wheelhouse a little bit. I don't be, and I said, nope, I'm a find out what I can do with these rinds. And of course, it was a whole list of things. And one of the things was to take if you grate the yellow part of the skin and dry it, you can put it in teas and you can put it in water and all of that. And so I said, it's simple, but I'm going to do it. And there you go. So I did it. So I sat up there last night. I was grinding it up and doing all of that. Then today I got up and then I, put it in the oven, on very low or whatever. So every week I'm challenging myself. A few weeks prior, what did I do? A few weeks prior to that, I went to Goodwill and I know I went to Goodwill and I bought some, some small pieces of furniture. I think I showed y'all some of it. And I went to the hardware store, brought some refinishing stuff and all of that. And I was working with that. The reason why I'm bringing these things up is because when you work with your hands, it's a direct connection to your brain and developing certain parts of your brain that if we, because that's what we're designed to do. We're not designed just to sit and take in. Okay, that's not what you're designed to do. You're designed to build, to fix, to engage with your environment, with your hands, with your feet, right? That's what you're designed to do, not just to sit one-dimensionally and just receive information. Okay, our eyes are beautiful and wonderful, and we're so grateful for them. But meanwhile, your fingers and your toes and everything is like, hey, what about us? You know what I mean? So make sure you find things to do. Like we got up, I think what led us to go into that grapefruit tree, I was in, I just want to get out. I said, I just want to get near a tree and just pluck some fruit. Yeah. And I went on Facebook Marketplace and I saw something. I was like, I'm going to go. And I told her and she was like, I want to go too. And we both went there and got it. Yeah. And it just was such a wonderful day. Just to be at that tree, engaging in nature and doing all of that. And just, that's how it's supposed to be, regardless if it's plucking fruit off a tree, painting, playing with some Play-Doh or whatever, or sculpting. These things are very important to keep your brain functioning at its optimum. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. If you find yourself doing this all the time, I'm just recapping, where all you're doing is taking in information, then there's parts of your brain that's just going to continue to get dormant and you're going to dumb yourself down. Yeah. You don't even need the fluoride. You just dumbing down yourself just by sitting down looking at a black screen all day. Yeah. Anything you want to add to that?
Let me just say this real quick before we move on. Kim the psalmist, let me just say this to you real quick, sis. I don't know what your situation is, your mobility or anything like that, but you, as much as you can, and I don't remember what area of the country you live in, but as much as you can, get outside, get around trees, get around, wherever, if you live near the water, go to the beach. If you live, wherever it is you live, get out into nature, because a lot of times when we are when we're stressed, when we're dealing with overcoming a situation, we focus a lot of times, I'm going to do this. My faith is here and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to focus on that. But that in and of itself can create a higher degree of stress in you, right? So you need to balance that out with getting outside, walking away from whatever video you're watching, whatever you're doing, and get outside and allow that those things, those worries, and those things that are kind of bogging down your mind when you walk. Because like I said, I don't know what your mobility level is, but if you're able to get out and walk, the act of walking, the back and forth, the left and right, back and forth, back and forth. I forgot the name of it. But there is something that happens when your eyes, as you are walking, left, right, left, right, left, right, and your eyes are looking at whatever the landscape is, the natural landscape, it creates it becomes a stress reliever for your brain. Like I said, there's a chemical, I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's not coming to me, but it is a thing. It's not just like, oh, get outside, it's stress. No, there's a chemical change that happens in your brain. And I believe there's a hormone, I believe, that's released, but it actually causes your stress to be reduced. So I just was thinking about you, and I just wanted to mention that you need to do that as much as you can. Yeah.
All right. So now what we're going to do is two things, because I do want to open up the floor for any questions that you have.
Oh, yeah.
Regarding herbs, those kind of questions. I do want to open the floor for that. And I know typically it takes a minute or two for some of y'all to get warmed up to that, and so that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with just a few questions that we kind of came up with, or questions that we often
get all the
get.
Time, yeah.
And we're just going to show you how you can find out the answers for yourself, on these tools that we have. And again, let me put on the screen what I'm referring to, because there's another one I want to share with y'all too. Let me get this up. Give me a moment here. Okay. That one as well.
From the website where they can find it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let me go to Journeyman and Woman. Okay. All right. So when you go to access these, you're going to go to, what is going on? Okay, here we go. There we go. I had it all mixed up. Okay. You're going to go to journeymanandwoman.com, and then just go right to the top here. You have one link for Baba Herb Assistant, and then you have another one for Pharma Guy. Baba Herb Assistant. Let's just talk about that. We'll just jump right to that. Baba Herb Assistant is, like it says here, specializing in herbal remedies found in Africa and Caribbean. The herbal solutions that are given on this page, we're focusing primarily on, looking at solutions that grow in these areas, like in the Caribbean or in Africa. But if those solutions aren't there, it will also go beyond those borders and look elsewhere and give you some answers there. Okay. So we're gonna put some questions here and just showing you just how easy it is. Now when you access this, you got to make sure you get a free account with ChatGPT. Okay. It's a free account. It doesn't cost you anything. Nobody here is going to ask you any money. All right. It's free. All right. My favorite 4-letter word, free. All right. And you're just going to go ahead and it's going to prompt you for that. Just go ahead and create your account. It only takes about a minute to do, and then you'll get access to this. All right. We also have another one here called Pharma Guy. Pharma Guy, again, not a licensed doctor, here to tell you what's in your medications and to look for natural options. So the purpose of this is just informational only. So I know we have some people out here that take medications and, you just been taking them for years and years and years because your doctor just gave them to you. And you're like, I'm going to be a good little student and follow what the doctor is saying. I'm going to be a good little patient. But you need to know what's in these things. You need to know. So what this will do is whatever pharmaceutical they're giving you, it will give you just automatically right off the rip. It will tell you how long it's been on the market. It will tell you how long it's been in clinical trials. What was the result of those clinical trials? It will give you things that when you take those pharmaceuticals, make sure you don't take it with certain things, because when you mix certain things with those pharmaceuticals, it ain't good, right? It'll give you the whole nine. But the most important part, at least to us, is it'll also give you side effects, right? The most important part is it will also tell you the natural options. It will list out herbs that address the same thing. All right. So it'll give you that information as well. So make sure you check this out. If you're someone who's taking pharmaceuticals, you've been assigned it, you got high blood pressure, diabetes, or whatever it is that you're addressing, make sure you list those out here. And it's going to tell you a lot of information so that you're in a much better position to make wiser choices for you and your health. All right. So make sure you check that one. We're not going to mess with that one tonight, but we are going to do with this one. So let's go ahead. Right now we're going to put in a question here and let's see what we're going to, and see what comes up. Okay.
And I'm not going to say herbs. I'm going to say, I'm actually going to ask it just like the emails come in to us. It's great. It's better to be specific here, but I'm going to be general and just see what happens. What's good for high blood pressure? Like I said, it's very general, but let's see what happens.
All right. So here you go. So just like that, it's giving you a list here. Elderberry, sarsaparilla, hawthorn berry, burdock root, dandelion, blue vervain. Dietary lifestyle recommendations. And then here's some recommendations here. Consume fruits like berries and apples. Drink plenty of spring water. It's also giving you, this is just right off the rip. It's also giving you simple herbal tea recipes for high blood pressure. So you don't really have to think so much about it. Now, check this out. Look at the last line. It says, it goes on even further and it says, would you like a more detailed meal plan or additional herbal remedies? So not only is it going to give you this information, just the stuff you saw in the beginning, but it's also going to give you this information right here. If you want a meal plan, let's say you're like, well, I don't know. I got all these herbs. I don't know. How do I eat them and all of that? Okay, here you go. So now you have no excuse. Look at it's breaking it up. Morning tea, breakfast, lunch, mid-morning snack, dinner, evening tea.
Yeah.
And you can even go further. Let's say I did one where, let's say you wanted to focus, you wanted a 7-day meal plan that focused on burdock root. And it will center, you will see that it will center that 7-day meal plan on burdock root or, moringa, whatever it is that you want to center it on. Let's say you just want to focus on a particular herb. You can do that. Another thing, I don't know if you want to, because she's going to do another one. I just see if you can plug this in real quick.
Okay, I'm going to go back.
Okay, so let's see. Let's think of, can you name me a town of some of our people where they may live? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Houston?
Yeah.
Let's just say Houston. Mm-hmm. I want you to say, I live in Houston and I'm really trying to eat better.
Hold on. Sorry, the keyboard was on the other side.
That's fine. I'm really trying to eat better. can you list out for me restaurants in my area that are ranked high and when it comes to healthy eating? Okay.
Let me get this.
So now let's see what it says here. You gotta make that.
I'm going. Oh, gotta make what?
Make it smaller first.
Oh, okay.
So now it's looking. Houston offers a variety of highly rated restaurants that cater to health conscious diners. Here are some top recommendations. So here you go. So it's giving you some options here. True Food Kitchen, Flower Child, Verdine, Dish Society, Dear Kitchen. Man, y'all got a lot down there.
So you're able to use this tool. And like I said, it's actually, you can find it on sambatree.com as well. You're able to use this tool to ask these questions that you would typically like you shoot an email and say, hey, I have this condition, I have that condition, I have this medical condition, and what herbs can I take to address this? And I didn't even think about searching for healthy restaurant options because maybe maybe your job, maybe you're not at home, maybe you work and you need to know, where can I eat for lunch? Where can I eat for dinner? Where can I, all these things you're able to, to really use this tool to put together almost a lifestyle plan.
Yeah.
That, that suits you. And again, if you are, if you are under the care of a physician or a naturopathic doctor or a nutritionist or whatever, of course, you can show them, hey, this is the plan that, this is the plan I got online, give me your feedback, whatever. Of course you want to do that. But there's so much information, that's available at our fingertips. I'm going to ask Dwayne a question real quick.
It don't matter.
Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to do another one and then we'll take some calls from you guys. I'm going to do another one. We're going to go to Sambatree. All right, we're at sambatree.com. We're going to scroll down. This was the ebook Dwayne was mentioning earlier that he put together. And this tells you how to use Baba Herb. And this is where you would go. Got questions about herbs? Take me to Baba, right? Uh-oh. All right. And I'm going to ask another question that we get a lot. One second.
And like I said, this is free, y'all. This ain't no, you got a paywall that you're going to get access, no, this is free. So there's absolutely no reason, why you shouldn't be using this. It's free.
What herbs can I take for diabetes? That's another one we get constantly. And then of course we get asked about the C word a lot, all different types of cancers. But let's see what it gives us here for diabetes. African and Caribbean herbs for diabetes, soursop leaves, and it'll tell you it gives a short little blurb why. Helps lower the blood sugar and supports your insulin production. Moringa helps regulate blood glucose. Bitter melon, guava leaves. Oh, I just added guava leaves. That's why I added them. Okay, because we constantly get asked about diabetes. Neem, dandelion, fenugreek, cinnamon, aloe vera, bay leaves. Okay, and it tells you why you would want to use these if you're a diabetic and what purpose they serve. Most of those we have in the store. And then how to use these herbs. You know, a tea, capsules, juices, culinary uses. And then again, would you like a specific herbal tea recipe or a meal plan? So yes, give me a tea recipe.
And you can be even more specific than that and say, you know, I want a tea recipe. I kind of like a chocolatey, you know, flavor, you know, or I'm more on the sweet side, or I want something, you know, more on the tangy side or whatever. And it's going to retrieve that information and give you teas based on your own personal likes.
Yep. So, yeah. So this was, you know, this is it's just such a powerful tool, and it's much quicker than, you know, what you'll get. Like if you're emailing in asking, it's a much more thorough answer, you know, and resource. So yeah, thank you, Dwayne.
Now this is, like I said, so Baba Herb Assistant is very powerful. You know, it just, you know, it's looking at everything. Baba, I mean, that dude, he knows his stuff. Okay, he's very, very knowledgeable. The one that we have over on Samba Tree. Now, any questions that you ask on Samba Tree over here, let's pull this up here just real quick, and then we're going to get to your questions here. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner of our page, right, it says chat with us. When you click on that, any questions that you ask here, if you ask those same questions, what it's going to do is it's going to look for anything that we have in the store, right? So if you're looking for, hey, listen, I've been suffering from headaches, what are some good herbs for headaches? It's regulated to what we offer in the store currently, right? So this is where this comes in, and that's Miss Ronnie there. She she right there, and she gonna help you out, and just kind of, she's the sales assistant, and she'll be able to help you with that. Okay, so that one is the localized one. Baba, he's in the Alexandria University of herbs. Okay, and he knows a whole lot, even more. So yes, I just wanted to show those two tools there for you. Let's see.
Don't you do call-ins?
Yeah, we're gonna do call-ins. Let me get the phone set up first. That will take about a minute, right? And then, but also we'll be open to, if you have questions and you want to post it in the chat, you can do that too. All right. So just give me a moment here and to get set up here, and then we'll get
in the meantime. Music on, maybe.
In the meantime, you want to add anything? I don't know if you want to. Anything?
Not really.
And share the story about the grapefruit tree. I don't know.
Oh man. All I can tell you is, while he's getting the phone number in, so you guys can call in. He mentioned when we went to go get the grapefruit. Tell you, Arizona, man, has some very strange folk. That's all I can say. Team Truth, I don't know how you've done it all these years. By the way, I hope you got our email that we sent you a couple weeks ago. It may have fallen into your spam folder, but I hope you got it. When we went to this person's house, right, to pick up these grapefruits, first of all, we were out there for a good 10 minutes or so, just waiting, knocking on the door. We had just said, hey, okay, we'll be there, blah, blah, blah. Knocking on the door, outside waiting. There was 3 cars in the driveway, so we clearly knew that somebody was home. Okay, y'all home. We know y'all home, okay? We see the cars in the driveway. And so then, let me take these off. These are my little blue light glasses, because it's dark outside and I'm looking at this screen. Y'all know I don't play with the blue light, but it's creating a glare, so I'm gonna take them off. And so we're sitting outside, and we're like, and Dwayne's like, all right, well, let's just wait a couple more minutes and see if they answer the door. So finally, I guess they figured, okay, well, these people aren't leaving. So they opened the door, and this guy comes out and he says, literally just like this, "Y'all here for the grapefruit?" Yeah. We are. We're here for the grapefruit. And he said, yeah, well, come on back. And when I tell you, it was the stankest attitude, and and he just opened the gate, and he was like, yeah, well, have at it. Yeah. I was like, what is going on? And so we picked the grapefruit ourselves, left the guy's house, and your sister left her purse in the backyard. Why did I do that? Number one, I don't like to always jump to race, but he did not expect some black people to pull up at his house. I'm sorry. It was evident. Like, they didn't want to answer the door, right? And then, because they had those ring, like, at the front door, the cameras, right? So you can see who's standing at your door, right?
He was there.
So they were like, and Dwayne went to the door, right? So it's a black man, right? And all of a sudden, yeah, great, yeah, we'll be home, come on by. And then when we get there, it's like nobody's answering the door. Anyway, so we went in the back, we picked the grapefruit, and because these people, again, a lot of these houses out here, they were built on previous citrus groves, right? So your grapefruit, your oranges, your lemons, your tangelos, your tangerines. And so the builders come in and they just kind of build these houses on these ranches with all these beautiful citrus trees and stuff. So anyway, so then I left my purse. So now we're messaging saying, hey, I left my purse, do you see it in the backyard? Nothing. Not an answer. I texted probably 5 times with different questions. Nothing. So we get back to the house. I go up to the front door and I ring the doorbell. Nothing. And I'm like, now purse, this is the credit cards, the bank cards, everything, the phone, just everything. Okay. And I'm like, I know these people. I know these people ain't trying to. And so all of that. And then I text and I said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just go into the back to get my purse. Is that okay? No answer. Nothing. So I go into the back. My purse is still sitting there. I grabbed it, left. But it was the oddest. Did they ever reply, by the way?
Yeah, she did. And she was like, I'm sorry. I think the lady that we were talking to, she may have been at another location, another house. But the people that we were interacting with, that was like her grandchildren or something like that. Anyway, but they still ain't open the door though.
I said, and we've seen that on a few different occasions where people just don't expect black people to pull up to their place. And I'm like, we here because we've lived in Jersey, Georgia, California, Colorado, which Colorado was a little strange, but I've never seen some of the antics that we've seen in Arizona.
It's really interesting. Interesting. But I just keep it moving and they keep it moving and that's how it is. So just give me my stuff and let's keep it moving. So anyway, I put the phone number on the screen. Okay. So if you want to call in, maybe just to say hi or whatever, you can do that. You can call us in with any questions that you may have regarding herbs or, different things along those lines, wellness questions. If you want to call in, I like talking to people. I like listening to real people or whatever. Yeah. But if you're like, I don't know, I just want to leave a message on the.
Why you gotta do your mouth like that, Dwayne?
I want to do. Okay, fine. That's okay too.
You can put it in the chat. Or you can call in.
And it's either way.
That's it.
But we love to hear from you.
We would.
And so that's the number on the screen. You can go ahead and call that in. And what are some of the things we got you in the near future that, as far as Samba Tree is concerned?
Near future Samba Tree, I am actively pursuing right now getting the certified 100% organic cotton bed sheets back in stock. After when we released those probably a year and a half ago, they sold out so quickly and it was a limited stock and they were gone. And we get emails like, are you ever going to bring back the organic cotton bed sheets? So I am actively working on that right now, and hopefully we'll see. You may be getting an email next week about those. I am also working on einkorn flour. Einkorn flour. So if you have never heard of einkorn flour, it is the only non-hybridized wheat available on the market. So the wheat that you use for your sandwiches and your crackers and your pizza dough and whatever, that's hybrid wheat, and it's wheat that has been bred to have a larger yield, and it's high gluten. It's high gluten, okay? And it's a different type of gluten. Well, I'll put it like this. You do not find this, let me back up. Einkorn flour has a different type of gluten than the gluten that you'll find in the US grocery store. That's what I'm saying, okay? I believe it's an A-type gluten, and the gluten you find in the grocery store is a D-type gluten, I believe, or vice versa, one of the two. And the einkorn flour, people who have gluten sensitivities. Now, not if you have celiac disease. If you have celiac disease where you just can't take any type of gluten, then you need to leave einkorn flour alone. But never mind. But for most people that are gluten sensitive, einkorn flour, they can take it and it doesn't bother them. And I'm a witness because I've been making muffins with it lately. Awesome. So
those are muffins with you put the apples in there and the raisins, right?
The apples and the cinnamon, yeah. So
what was that you made with it was popcorn, but it wasn't corn?
Oh, yeah. So sorghum. Have you guys heard of sorghum? Sorghum is another ancient grain, if you will, and you can pop it like popcorn, but it is not corn. But it tastes like popcorn and little mini popcorn. So I'm working on that one too. You know, so there's a lot going on. My goal is to get us off of some of these foods that are causing disease in our bodies and inflammation in our bodies and pain, and move over to some healthier alternatives that our body will appreciate and love, you know, and thrive off of. So yeah. I'm working. Those are the three things I'm working on: sorghum, einkorn flour, and organic cotton bed sheets. Yeah.
So we're always working on that, you know, just adding more things to the store, of course. Another thing I want to bring your attention to is weekly. We also, if I can get it up here, on our site, we have a blog, and I try to post on there at least once a week as well. And if you go to the blog section, which is right up here, just a couple of days ago, I posted an article on gut health and the microbiome revolution, and just the importance of, you know, keeping that balance within our digestive system. The previous week, I did one on the powers of simple daily habits for a healthy mind, mental wellness. Bronchitis was a big issue. So we try to focus on what is being discussed at the time, and then we give you some practical solutions on that as well. So we got a whole blog section here that you can check out that will be, I think, very helpful. Another thing, section that we have as well that we've talked about is our Amazon faves. These are things that we don't sell here on the website, but you can access it. We've listed it out on, we listed it out here so that make it easy for you to, you know, check it out over on Amazon. And these are things that we have discussed, the way we found out about these products. These are products, first of all, that we actually use in our own home. All right. This ain't just something we found someone else talking about or whatever. No, these are things that we use in our own home, and we can personally attest that these things work. And we, you know, and the way we found out about these are talking to professionals, people who are licensed in this area of health and wellness, and find out from them what are the things they take for their health. And that's how we found out about these things. And so we were like, man, we should just set up a page and share this stuff so that people, you know, likewise can, you know, take advantage of this as well. So you'll see that under our section called Amazon Faves. And you can check that out as well. So just wanted to mention that. So, okay. Yeah. So again, one more time, because guess what? The time is going to continue to move here.
We're gonna move.
We're gonna keep on moving.
Friday night.
But if you have any questions, again, you can either call, drop us a call right there, and nobody's going to track your phone number or anything like that. We're not going to be blowing up your phone in the middle of the night saying, "What you doing?"
Or just call to say good
whatever.
Night. I just want to hear somebody's voice.
Hear somebody's voice. Or
call to say good night.
the other thing is, if you have any questions, you can also put it in the chat as well. If you got any questions for us, or if you're like, I can't think of any right now, that's okay. Well, you can send us an email as well. You can message us. And then we'll answer it when we're able to, and that's it. But we just want to establish, we just want to establish that, hey, you got people out here who are willing to work with you, to walk with you, into this path of having health and wellness, being at the maximum in your life. And just because some of you may be in your advanced years, it doesn't mean that everything is all done. No, you're just getting warmed up. Let's get this phone call right now. Hello, caller. Can you hear me?
Hello, Dwayne and Nicole. This is the lady asking about the African bird pepper.
She was asking about the African bird pepper. I think I know who that is. That may be Sabrina.
Let me hear. Hello?
You won a prize, Dwayne.
Sabrina. Ooh, Sabrina has been looking for that African bird pepper, and I told her that I was going to work on it. I'm so sorry, Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina, I want you to email me when I tell you, even if I don't get it back in the store, I will get you some African bird pepper. Okay, I will get it for you. You email me and I will do it.
Okay, because I have my supply of the black pepper with the black seeds.
Oh, the 50-50 pepper.
I have a good supply of that. Yes. I don't use anything but that and my other seasonings that I got from you guys. Oh,
that's awesome. That's awesome. We love hearing that. But that African bird pepper it was a big favorite. So I do need to work on that. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay, you guys have a good evening.
Okay, love you now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, it was nice hearing her voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good hearing from people. Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right, we'll give about another minute, and then I think that's gonna be it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to set aside some time, this week. I want to make this into a weekly thing where you guys can call in or you can message us or whatever. And any questions that you may have, you can just post them and we can address them the best way we can. But when we're not there, of course, you have the tools that we develop for you that are free of charge. Yeah. Baba Herb Assistant. We have that. And we also have Pharma Guy. We have that one as well. These tools are here for you so that you can get the answers that you need in regarding your health and wellness. We got another phone call. Here we go. Let's see who we have here. Let's see. We give it trying to give it the.
Hello.
Hey there.
Sorry, peace and blessings, Brother Dwayne and Sister Nicole. I just wanted to say again.
Well, wait a minute. Who's this? Who's this?
Sorry. This is Kim the Psalmist.
Oh, hey, Kim.
Let me go into another part of the house. My signal. I just wanted to say thank you again. I tell you, 3 weeks ago, I was in terrible shape. I didn't have any herbs, no medicine, nothing in my body, and the Most High carried me through these whole things.
Wow.
And so, placed the order, and I was waiting. I was in prayer and fasting and just asking them to keep me because I was in terrible shape. I had to leave my job because my heart rate kept going up. My heart rate, I noticed it because I work in a restaurant, so when you're moving too fast with this hyperthyroidism, your heart rate goes up. Some of the symptoms, and my energy just went down so low. It just felt like I was fighting for my energy supply every moment of the day, and it just kept fluctuating. I was feeling so terrible because I got 2 children, and I was kind of getting behind on my tutor and my son because I just felt so weak. But still, because of the Most High, I was able to push through, and still, I still got up. I didn't lay in the bed. I have to get up because it's still a mother. I'm just glad to have the family support that I have. I got my mother and sister here with me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Do the dishes and do stuff.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. And can you hear? Oh, okay. And Kim, for that hypothyroidism, the CMOS that you ordered, you want to jump on that as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
That's going to be that for the hypothyroidism, the CMOS that you ordered and the black seed the black seed oil, you want to take that black seed oil every single day. That's a powerhouse for the thyroid. And the CMOS, definitely. Did you order moringa as well?
I had ordered some moringa. Actually, before I had placed y'all order, my sister had put an order in for that Rosabella moringa on I didn't even know y'all had moringa, but I had ordered some from the TikTok shop like a few weeks ago.
Okay, good.
And I had supplies of it, but I had been taking it, so I think it's been helping me too.
Good. I'm glad you have it. Okay, good. Well, you definitely, those three, I mean, there's more, but those three, the black seed oil, the moringa, and the CMOS for your thyroid, amazing. Someone put in the chat, Psalm 31:24, put in the chat, vitamin B1 helps to regulate the heart rate. You may want to, look into that, but what you purchase really will get you well on your way. Yeah.
Okay. Praise God. I was pleading for something to just get in my body. I had ordered some clean juice from this place called Clean Juice across town, and I had put a delivery in like that first initial week that I was going through all that, and I didn't have any herbs or anything. I said, well, let me just start with, my sister said, well, do some juicing. You need to cleanse your system. Take the meats away and just cleanse out. Just so you can, I said, I did. And my body's been rejecting those meats. I said, well, if I have to have something, I may eat some fish, maybe. And not too much, but now and then, but mostly it's going to be a plant-based or vegan. I'm trying to learn as I can.
Yeah.
I like that, though, because it pull up a meal plans for you for your sickness, too. I noticed.
Absolutely. And are you seeing any professionals for the thyroid?
I have a family practitioner, but the crazy thing is, because this is a new doctor, I saw her February 28th, and she said that according to the labs and what they had observed from my neck, and she said I had 3 thyroid nodules. Is that where all the swelling is coming from? Because I've had swelling for a couple of years now. The symptoms hadn't burst out on me until this year, just a few weeks ago. But it's weird they didn't catch it. But they wanted to do. She mentioned something about radioactive iodine liquid therapy or something.
Yeah.
At the neck ultrasound, but that's not till April 2nd. And I said that doesn't even sound right to me. Radioactive got me. That was a red flag for me. I said, I don't know about it.
Well, you know what, Kim, email us because I know quite a bit about you said hypothyroidism, correct?
Hyper.
Oh, you said hyper?
Yes, ma'am.
You said hyperthyroidism. HYPER.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So email me on that because the CMOS, I want you to I don't want you to jump on the CMOS if you have hyperthyroidism. Email me and I can help you. My mother-in-law just went through a situation with her thyroid and thyroid nodules and all of the anyway, just email me. You're speaking my language, so I got you. Just email me. Okay? And we'll take it from there, okay?
Okay, absolutely.
Okay,
God
all right.
bless.
Love you now. Okay,
All right, later.
bye-bye.
All right. That's awesome.
That's good.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
So
good.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
yeah, that's the kind of calls or messages and stuff, emails we get from people, that have these, kind of questions here. And I'm telling you, it's like almost like a cross between a minefield and a maze. With all when it comes to our health and wellness, and then the solutions that are out there. When you got the pharmaceutical companies, they're just throwing all kind of things at you. Maybe there's some things that's like, oh, you got to take the glutamate, and you're like, what is this? Oh, just honey, we just put it in the bottle for you. Just take 3 of them and that's it. And you don't even know what the heck you're putting in your body. But meanwhile, what's really happening is you're creating other problems as well. And so now we're in an age right now where we don't have to just give in to ignorance. Now there are tools out here that can help you to navigate and get clarity on the things that, that are good for your body and can really address these things. Because, it for me, I live in a world in my brain. I don't know about you. In my brain, I live in this world where I don't see people 50s, 60s, 70-year-old taking pills for high blood pressure or diabetes. In the world, in my mind, it doesn't exist. And so what I've been doing, my energy is focused on manifesting that, making that a reality, where we start doing everything we can to eliminate this stuff. And this is one of the things we're doing here with Samba Tree, by addressing these things and providing some solutions for it. So, but yeah, anyway, anybody else want to call in? We're here. Because usually what happens is right before we get ready to hit that button, all of a sudden the call comes in. Coming. So we're going to do, look, 1, 2.
Before it's a wrap. But yeah, and the one thing I think that I would say is that some of a lot of the things that are in the store, like how Miss Kimberly called in and she was talking about the moringa powder, the black seed oil, the sea moss, these things, and more, so many more things. These things are great for your foundational health. And what they do is they even things like magnesium, what it does is it comes in and it fills the gaps where your body is deficient, right? Where your body is overworked, where the toxins are just at such a high level. The burdock root that helps to come in and cleanse the blood so it takes the pressure off of the liver. All of these different things, when you fortify the body with the things that it needs, it can then start focusing on correcting whatever the issue is. And I apologize, Kimberly. I thought you said hypothyroidism, not hyper. So thank you so much. I think it was Psalm 31 that brought that up in the chat. I thought you said hypo. So that was a great catch, Psalm 31. Thank you so much. Sea moss can regulate and balance the thyroid. Whether it's hypo or hyper. However, if somebody is in a state of hyperthyroidism, I'm going to pull them back off the sea moss, and then we'll focus on the other areas. You know what I mean? Just out of caution. So, so I mean, this is our life's work. This is what we love doing, and we're learning so much more every single day. And growing so much more every single day, because I know that our Creator wants us to do this. Because the Creator, just like you see nature healing itself and the leaves coming back on the trees every season or whatever, our bodies are meant to heal and to regenerate and to what's the word? Heal. Replenish. Yeah, just replenish itself. And so, anyway, not to go on and on and on, but at the end of the day, you can feel so much better in your 50s and 60s than you ever did in your 20s and 30s. It really has so much to do with what you're putting in your body and what you're putting around your body. You know, your relationships, your job, your career, things that are causing you stress. There's, you know, you really can live so much better in the latter half than you even did in the first half of your life. It's true. It's true. So,
and then I guess final thing I would say is, you know, we can't really touch on this too much on this platform, but every day, because I'm subscribed to so many different feeds or streams or whatever you want to call it of people who are tracking the people who took the, you know what. And it's really something. I mean, every day I'm getting news, I'm getting reports. Every day I'm getting stuff. And so this is a time where, healing is, when we talk about natural healing, it's got to be paramount. And I will also say this, it's not a death sentence either for those that have gotten that. There are some solutions out there, that you can use to help, address some of those things, even if you did take it. There are some things out there. Like I said, again, we can't really discuss it on this platform, but there are some answers out there for you, when it comes to that kind of thing, because a lot of people unfortunately did make the choice to do that. And, but there are some solutions for that. And so, but we're going to keep on, doing what we can on, where we can to provide some of that information out for you. But like I said, I've been tracking this thing every day. I may not talk about it or post about it a lot here, but every day it's just, man, it's young people, middle-aged people, older people, just out, taken out just like that. It's really something. But yeah, we're keeping our eyes on all of that and all of that. But just know that our bodies, created with this place that we're in. When you look at nature itself is designed. It has this intricate design where if it gets scarred, if it gets bruised, it's automatically going to heal itself. And that's just something to learn. It's like our bodies are pre-programmed to heal itself. So we got to make sure we're doing everything we can to help facilitate that so that we can, get it together and live a long, happy, healthy, long life. So, but yeah, that's it. I think that's all we have for you this evening. And that's it. Like I said, if you have any further questions for us, look, let me take this off right now, because right when I get off and then you get ready to call. But yeah, if you have any other questions for us, always feel free. You can just message us and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We love y'all so much.
But I think that is it. And we're just going to end it here. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to our, If you're not subscribed to our Samba Tree, Samba Tree Instagram, that's the word I'm looking for. If you're not subscribed to that, make sure you subscribe to that. We'll be putting a lot more content on there. And big shout out to our sister who's holding it down, Monica, all this time on Samba Tree Instagram. Yeah. But we're gonna be adding some more personal content on there too. You're gonna be seeing a lot more of us on there, and we'll be taking questions over there as well. So I think that's it. What?
I said nothing.
Oh, what's someone say UTI urge? What's that mean?
Urinary tract infection.
Oh,
yeah. Jairus or Jairus. Shoot us an email real quick. We're gonna go ahead and close it down because we've been on quite a while. But shoot us an email and we'll send you some information for that. Okay.
There you go.
Love
all right.
y'all.
Well, look, and you guys take care, and we will see you again soon. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, and weekend. Take care now.
Love y'all.
Bye.